Good afternoon everyone, welcome to our presentation today. Our presentation is about the case study of Chapter 3, Dick's Sporting Goods, taking control of its e-commerce operation. Our group contains of 3 members, Thanh, Giang and Minh. After this video, we would like to give you your analysis and also some information about the e-commerce model of the company. Our content divided into 6 parts, begin with introduction, then in the initial and new e-commerce model, the new platform building process, the challenge that Dick have to face when build new model, and finally is the goal in the new future. Dick was founded in 1948 by Dick Stark in Binghamton, New York, and the company combines more business, customer service with big sport retailer selection and values. Dick usually outperforms its competitors in customer service metrics such as email response time and delivery speed. Initially, Dick's rely on external vendor for IT and e-commerce. Next, it is also the primary e-commerce model of the company. So the main here is eBay, and it's eBay enterprise sales of e-commerce services. What did eBay do for Dick's? eBay will handle Dick's back-end fulfillment processes and most aspects of e-commerce presence. And the deal here is that eBay would collect a fixed commission on all items Dick sold online, no matter how big they are. So this primary model brought about both pros and cons. So the advantages here is that, of course, the annual revenue increase. In 2014, the company ranked 70th on Internet Retailers Top 500 list, and besides annual revenue, the e-commerce revenue also grows so much that compared to the competitors of only 20%, Dick's growth rate was 40%. So, besides the advantages of increasing annual revenue and e-commerce revenues, this is also caused the increase in expense on fixed commission for eBay. So this disadvantages. So to avoid these expense, many companies apply a solution that migrate their e-commerce operation back within the control of the company. So the example for the companies here can be Target, Toys R Us, and of course Dick's. This solution can make the company easier to differentiate their web presence from competitors, and also give them easier access to their proprietary customer data. Now, let's move to the next part of the new model of Dick's e-commerce.
So as Thanh has mentioned before, the initial business model of Dick's should be changed when they take into control their e-commerce presence. And the new business model will consist of both brick-and-mortar stores and e-commerce. And the goal is for Dick's to have a better support for its unique omni-channel features, such as ordering online and shipping orders from Dick's physical stores. And stores will be converted into distribution centers as well as traditional retail showrooms. And the goal of another goal for this change is to improve in efficiency and improve in delivery times. And the feature of Dix that they have a lot of stores might be considered by some people to be a weakness of them for example, for efficiency and for speed delivery. But Dix have managed to turn that into one of their strengths when they allow customers to order online and they will ship their packages from local distribution centers. And in fact, data show that 80% of the online e-commerce orders are shipped from local stores. And another feature is for customers to order online and then they will go to the stores to pick up the package themselves. And all of them combine to create a better experience for the customer and to make customers more satisfied about the service of the company. And next we'll talk about how they take into control their e-commerce presence and what are the process and what are the steps that are involved.
Okay, so the process of building the new platform has 3 steps. Step number 1, in 2014, the company completed development of the new platform and began integrating its existing system. Step number 2, in 2015, the company began moving 2 of its smaller size brands onto the platform and continued development work. And step number 3, in 2016 and 17, the company launched a smaller size one at a time to ensure that there's no problem that can happen. So to be able to implement the plan, they selected IBM WebSphere Commerce Suite for its e-commerce technology stack. The stack has some core components like service-oriented architecture, management system for supply chain management, software for merchandising, allocation, and replenishment, Oracle PeopleSoft for human resource management, IBM hardware and Cisco networking technology, and with this system they can access real-time information of any area of their business. The new platform has some special features, like customers can buy online or pick up at a store. They also can ship from to a store or any associated ordering system. The system also allows the company to break down and test different pricing and marketing approaches. And it also had an improved search function and better analytics capability. Using the software has delivered some positive outcomes. The company saw its e-commerce sales double in regions that it opens new store. Multi-channel customers also spend 3 times higher, 3 times as much the single channel customers do. And the company has better control over its development cycles.
So now we'll talk a little bit about the difficulties or the risk that this project may have to face. And the first category we have technical and project management challenges. When Dig is a big company, so they need access to the information in order to operate, and they cannot afford to lose access to the information when they are building their new system. And therefore, the first risk is about integrating the legacy systems and the new systems without losing access to the information. And next, the new system needs somebody to operate it, and therefore they needed to hire new employees in order to manage the system. And for every project, especially for IT project with a very high risk of being over budget or behind schedule or so on. This project will need to avoid delays, cost overruns, outages and other delays as well. And next, not only technical and project management challenges, DICS will also have to face business challenges, like they're trying to shift their focus to a lower margin online channel with very experienced players such as Amazon. Yeah, and we have previous examples of a company like Sports Authority going bankrupt when they follow this path. And next, online sales may not be sufficient enough to offset the bricks and mortar segment, making this project basically a failure because DIC's bottom line is, as we all know, profit.
The company has some new goals in the future. In 2016, DICS has continued its strong e-commerce growth, and it hopes to increase its e-commerce revenue to $1.2 billion in 2017. The company will continue building physical stores and reach 1,100 stores in the United States. It also believes that the e-commerce platform and emphasis on omni-channel shopping will continue to drive both physical and online growth.
I'd like to end our video today with the conclusion. I'd like to wrap up what we discussed in this video. So basically, as DICS grew larger, the old e-commerce model of vendoring didn't work anymore, and so a new e-commerce model was needed, and there were a lot of benefits. For example, special features could be added, like customers can order online and then pick up their packages at the physical store, the brick and mortar stores. But there were also a lot of risk associated with this project, like for example, technicality, project management, and also a lot of business challenges. Yeah, and DICS managed to pull off their project, and they managed to attain growth, and they have two channels that people think would like interfere with each other, but then DICS believe that their two channels are actually supporting each other in order to drive sales at both the online channel and the traditional channel, and growth was expected to come after the new project was implemented. And in fact, after several years, in 2018, the first quarter, the online sales for DICS sporting goods jumped in 24%, as reported by Bloomberg, and it just showed that DIC's decision to take in the control of their e-commerce presence was a correct one, and it has also provided us with a very interesting case about improving your e-commerce presence. And that marks the end of our video today. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you again in our next videos. If you like, please leave a like and leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have your opinions, and your opinions will be very valuable to us in trying to improve our content in our next attempts in making videos about e-commerce. So thank you very much. You can press the button right down here. Goodbye and see you again.